Committing to being a vegetarian is a very difficult thing to do, especially for teens. We talked to some students that follow these diets to find out how and why they decide to do it.
So in my culture, for every year, I'll be a vegetarian for 3 months, and I do it every year. So it's like a tradition. So I didn't choose it. I wanted to do it.
I had a bad experience with a spoiled piece of meat in the past, and I just haven't started eating meat again.
Well, my parents are pescatarians also, so the food we eat at my house is never has meat in it.
Vegetarians follow different diets for many different reasons, some including a specific vegetarian diet, which is a person who does not eat meat and then sometimes other animal products. Other people follow a pescatarian diet, which is someone who adds fish and seafood to the normal vegetarian diet.
I mean, I feel better. I'm not eating meat. I think a lot of meat is really processed, so I don't know, I feel better about that. It allows me to avoid a lot of food that like they serve at camp and stuff. I can avoid that and not have to be able to eat that.
If you do exercise and stuff like that, it makes you feel strength. But for me, eating vegetarian food makes me feel better, and I'm feeling good to eat vegetarian foods more than meat.
There are lots of benefits in following a vegetarian diet, some including lower levels of cholesterol and blood pressure, a lower body mass index, and reduced risk of death from heart disease and cancer. But there are also some things you should take into consideration. Due to the absence of red meat, vegetarians are typically deficient in B12 and iron. This can lead to fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and if left untreated, anemia.
You have to eat very specifically if you want to remain healthy as a vegetarian or a vegan.
Another challenge of being vegetarian is finding alternatives for meat-based meals, especially in places like school, vacation, restaurants, and more.
Sometimes we'll stop at fast food places, and it's really hard to find foods that I can eat.
Definitely finding alternatives to having meat in most meals, because the rest of my family still eats meat, but I don't, so they have to prepare it separately.
This has been Katie and Kenzie reporting for Trojan TV.